Greetings, all, and it's your favorite voice again. It's Tom Pofana, and I just want to express my views once again. And thanks for listening. Yeah? I'm just wondering, because they say it's your life. Is it really? Because I saw this one. I saw this one movie, and like a few years later, I heard a voice clip of one really important part of that movie. It was called Waking Life, yeah. And there was like this guy who said, was questioning whether do we have free will or do we not have free will, yeah. So the question of free will is very important because it defines like whether it's really your life or is it some other being's life or some, is it the people's life? Is your life the people's life? Because the concept of Ubuntu says I am because you are. Yeah. So what if you do not have me? Do I stop being human then? Because Ubuntu literally means humanity. When you're isolated or whatever, you're lost in the jungle and alone, do you then stop being human? It's a question to be asked because there's some dead-end things that just do not make sense. This concept of Ubuntu is just almost, I don't know, it's not jarring, it's not inhibiting, it's just, it does not make sense if you follow it through. Because a human being is a human being regardless whether it's in the community, outside the community, I'm a human being on top of a rock, isolated. I'm a human being on Mount Everest with no one around me. I'm a human being in a crowd, So to me, that doesn't make sense. The concept of your life belonging to another being is just, it makes sense and doesn't make sense. Because you do have free will, but where does your free will end? When does your life stop being your life? Because your life is literally like, it's a sequence, you were born and whatever. And then, but ultimately everybody does the same thing, Well, it's your life. You do things that are almost extremely different from everyone else. Like, I don't know. Maybe someone could answer this for me one day, because like, when does your life stop being your life? Is it your life? Or does it belong to a higher being? If it belongs to a higher being, then what's the point, If it is your life, then why are there limitations to what you do? Because it's your life. Why does it? How is it of? How does anyone else feature into it? What business does anyone else? Why does anyone else need to come and involve themselves in your life? Because your life is literally just, you keep only the people you want, and you have to satisfy only your family. Well, you don't really have to satisfy your friends, just your family and the law. That's it. Your family and the law, that's it. So in a sense, I'm just saying peer pressure is an illusion. Yeah, peer pressure is an illusion. Just questioning whether your life is really your life, or does anyone else have a claim to your life? Because the only people that really can lay claim to your life are, one, your family, and God. That's it. Because the law is also man-made. Should we delve into this concept, we might find things that we perhaps don't want to find. So I'm just saying, the human condition is a really interesting state, because one day we're all gonna leave this plane. We're not gonna move on to a higher plane. So I'm just questioning whether your life is your life, or does it belong to other people? And why should it belong to other people? What if it belongs to people that you don't like? You know, they're just gonna direct your life into a ditch, you know? This concept of Ubuntu again just keeps having flaws to me. I don't know. Comment if you wanna comment. Thank you for listening.